got off to a good start offensively. Did a nice job, I thought, with Waldrop. Would have been good to maybe get a 2-out hit in either the first or the second to put a little more pressure on them. But we didn't do that. And then you have to credit them. It was just an onslaught of good at-bats and barrels, and they're a great team, and they played great today.
Okay, we'll open it up for questions for the student athletes. Remember to raise your hand, and we'll get a mic to you. We'll start with Wilson here.
For Dylan and Gavin, Wilson Heiser from The Advocate. Was there a moment when this felt like it was starting to slip away at any point?
Dylan?
I mean, not really. I mean, I guess you could say when it got to about 20 runs, but I mean, we felt like we were in it the whole time. Honestly, we've made some pretty remarkable comebacks in our career, so it is what it is. At the end of the day, we just got to move on.
And to go along with that, our mindset is never to give up and just to stay with the pitch, no matter the situation. So that's where we were at mentally.
Okay, Michael.
You guys, for Dylan and for Gavin, all year long it's been a one-game season, however you want to phrase it, but now it is a one-game season. The ultimate test of that mindset, how do you as leaders try to get this team back?
Gavin, you start.
Yeah, go ahead.
Honestly, we're not lost. We're ready to go. We're gonna do what we need to do to get ready for tomorrow tonight. We're gonna prepare like we always do, and we'll be ready to go tomorrow. So nothing changes for us. We're gonna keep playing baseball the way we always do.
Dylan?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody in the locker room already forgot about it, really. We do a pretty good job of that, and I think we've only lost, back-to-back games twice this year. So, everybody's going to be, mentally sharp tomorrow, and, we're going to do what we got to do tonight to get our bodies right, and we'll be good for tomorrow.
Okay, next question. Yeah. Brandon.
Brendan Prizeman, Omaha World Herald. Guys, yesterday you guys played a super clean game, especially defensively, only 2 walks, no errors. Today, 6 walks, 5 errors. What do you think happened for that, and how are you guys planning on bouncing back from it tomorrow?
Dylan?
We got to clean it up a little bit, just some mental errors. Those lead to runs, and walks do too. So we've been clean throughout this whole playoff, route. So, it's just one of those little bumps in the road, and I think we'll be good tomorrow.
Gavin?
Baseball's a crazy game, so we'll be ready to go tomorrow, and we'll have our minds right.
Okay, next question. Okay, guys, if no more questions for you guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Okay, I'll open it up for questions now for Jay, and we'll start with Michael.
Coach, where did you feel like it really went off the rails?
Yeah, probably the 6th. I felt like at 8-3. It was 7-3, I believe, in the 4th, and we had the bases loaded and hit into a double play. Felt like we were fine there. Credit their relievers. They executed some pitches that made it hard on some guys for us that have been swinging the bat really well. And that was a killer, the double play when we had the bases loaded when it was 7-3. But still, we felt okay about it, which is, why we sent Gavin back out to the mound. Looking at it, at 8-3, we went to Bryce because he pitched well against them last year, and it was largely the same lineup. It's almost identical, a lot like ours. That's why we're both here. It's 2 really good teams that have old players that generally play the game the right way. And he was good in his first inning. He wasn't good in his second, and then it just kind of snowballed from there.
Okay, Leah.
I guess the natural question is Paul Skeens available tomorrow, and who else might be available tomorrow to pitch?
Yeah, as I talked about last time, we do a process to figure that out, which we'll do, and that doesn't take place until day of game. We have to do that with all of them. You're going on game 8 in 10 days. So we have to be mindful of all that, and we will be, and we'll see who's available.
Okay, let's go back to Matt here.
Matty Reyes, 5 Review. I apologize for ignoring your warning last night and looking at it the wrong side of the fence, but this is 30 runners left on base in 2 games. I'm wondering if you're seeing a trend that concerns you in the quality of the at-bats that you're having with runners in scoring position?
I mean, I'm sure, I guess. I mean, but I don't really know how to answer that. I mean, we're the best offensive team in the country, and when you lead the country in on-base percentage, you're going to leave more runners on base. I feel part of the credit has to go to the pitcher at times, and I think it was Purnell did a nice job, inducing the ground ball for the double play. But yeah, we got our guys. We're not going to bring in a bunch of free agents for tomorrow night. It's a 27-man roster, and I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that.
Okay, we have a question back here. Thanks, Claire.
Jacques Doucet, WAPTV. Coach, I noticed the meeting with the team after the game was brief. Is it just a case you're not going to talk much about this game and immediately move on to tomorrow?
No, we just chose to do it in the locker room. It was a long day out there and not a great day. And so I want to get them out of the sun, get them back to the hotel. There's a real physical grind of this thing that, some of these guys are going through. And so we want to get them hydrated, rested, out of the sun, and get a full day and a half to recover. For us, playing a day game to a night game is almost the equivalent of an off day because we haven't had many of those here, and that's a good thing for our team.
Okay. Wilson.
Jay, Jordan Thompson had those 2 tough errors early. Do you plan to stick with him, and how do you go about coaching him through that?
Yeah, he'll play tomorrow. There's no question about it. He started every game for 2 years. He's played very good shortstop this year. I think the simplicity of the first one is, on a double play ball, we call it's a sure man and then a quick man. The guy that fields the ball has to be sure he's going to catch it and then feed it to the second baseman and then let the second baseman be the person that's quick. I think he came up too early trying to do too much. They put some pressure on us, with first and second, nobody out. And so that's just a coaching point of securing the first out. And then on the second one, it's just a case of trying to do too much and, trying to wheel and back pick. I'm not really sure where he was throwing it, to be honest with you. And so you coach on those 2 points. And, I love Jordan. We wouldn't be in the College World Series, without Jordan and how he's played this year. He's had a tough tournament offensively. But there's been a lot of stories in the College World Series of guys struggle, and then get a big hit for you and make a big play for you. And I think he's a great candidate for that.
Okay, Brendan back here.
Brendan Preisman, Omaha World Herald. Coach, you mentioned that you haven't yet decided whether or not Skanes is going to be on the bump tomorrow. Whether or not he is, how are you and your staff planning on taking care of the mistakes like the errors and the walks that sort of plagued you guys defensively today?
Yeah, you get a complete reset. I don't know what our fielding percentage in the NCAA tournament was going in today, but I'm guessing it was pretty good. We're not in a place where we're going to go out and hit a bunch of ground balls on the concrete and those types of things. We need to get these guys rested, get their bodies underneath you. And for us, it's about playing in character. And, when I look at this record of, Florida's 54-16, they do a good job and they make it hard on you. We're 53-17. And if you're 53-17, you've done a heck of a lot more right than wrong. And so we're going to stick to how we prepare and roll it out tomorrow and give it everything that we have. It's one game for the national championship. I think Coach O'Sullivan probably feels great about his team, as he should with the players they have. I feel great about my team with the players that we have.
We'll go to Koki here.
Koki Riley with The Advertiser. Coach, with Jordan, do you think he's just pressing too much mentally? And what do you need to do to sort of help a guy get through those sort of struggles?
Yeah, trying to do too much is not a plan. And, so we'll continue to help him with that. I feel like his at-bats last night were much better. I think he's played good defense here, really good defense until today. I actually don't think there's been any carryover between offense and defense, and at his position, along with catcher, you have to play the game that way, and I'm proud of him for doing that. So we're just going to coach him and get him ready to go for tomorrow.
Okay, Michael, this will be our last questions for Jay.
Are uncharacteristic losses this lopsided easier to get over, to get through, to get past, or are they all the same?
it is what it is. You know, I mean, I've had a super regional game relatively similar to this, and then we turned the score around on the team in game 3. You know, it happens all the time in our league, you know, in 2 out of 3 series, which is like a super regional college World Series game. It's obvious. I mean, you know, look at the 2 teams that are playing. They're the 2 best teams in college baseball. And, yeah, I won't give it any thought. You know, I mean, would I've liked it to been different? Yeah, I think we were prepared to play at the beginning of the game. And then, you know, we asked Nate to get out there and give us everything he could. He really emptied the tank 4 days ago. He didn't quite have it the same, you know. And then Gavin, I mean, let's be honest, credit Evans for getting the swing on it, but that ball would have easily been foul had the wind not shifted, but the wind shifted. And if I could fix the wind the way that I wanted to, I'd probably be doing different things, a lot of different things. But really excited about tomorrow night, and I believe the players are too.
Okay, Jay, thank you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Need to remind you that Hammond Communications posts a recording of this news conference in the NCAA Digital Media Hub at ncaaveritone.com. Transcripts are provided by ASAP and will be posted shortly.